Hey everybody, it's me, Eric. I'm making a game. The game is called The Godkiller. What kind of game is it, you might ask? It's a 3D top-down puzzle-solving adventure game. I'm going to show it to you. Don't worry, I'm just going to show it to you. Also, it's hot. It's too hot for the people, as my dad used to say. Alright. I've got no fan blowing just for a moment because this is musical. I want you to hear the music, and for it to be a good demo where you can hear what's going on without all the from the fan. Okay. So we've got music in the game now. Let me turn the volume up. Okay, this is the no music experience. There are what I call melodic sound effects. And they factor pretty large into the game. I try to make most sounds sound something like an instrument. So the problem that comes with these melodic sound effects is if you want to also have some music playing in the background, the melodic sound effects should play in the same key as the music. Okay? I won't go into the whole music theory discussion of that, but basically, if you have a certain mode in a song or music, which is called a key, and it means that with the notes that are playing, you can only play certain notes along with them and expect it to sound good, to harmonize. In music, it often changes key many times throughout the song. And the song that I wrote and first tested it with had like 92 different changes in key. A lot of it's just going back and forth between two different keys. And it had 3 tempo changes. So it starts out slow, and then it goes a little bit faster, and then it ends slow again. And I'm going to play that song. Okay. So there's key changes there. So the melodic sound effects are playing in the same key as the music. And you see the lights flashing. They're based on the tempo of the music. And last night I added a little thing where every 4th note will flash a little bit longer. Wherever you go, the lights are all blinking along with the tempo. And the tempo slows back down again, and so do the lights. Okay, so that's a demo. What next? What next, you say? First, I've heard that song play so many times now, I don't want to hear it again for a while, just for my own mental health. It's a song I wrote, which makes it stick in my head a little extra hard. So I'm going to switch to a different song, and I'm going to work on a new feature that would finish up the music engine if I complete it. It's called karaoke walls. So the idea is that some songs have got lyrics associated with them, and as a bonus of sorts, if you stand in certain places while the song is playing, you'll get to see text moving along the wall in time with the notes of the song that the lyrics correspond to. So I have some other software that I wrote which allows me to author timings for text to and other events to appear at certain times. And I think I'm going to use this session to take one of my songs that will have a karaoke wall with it and create all the timings for the text. And once I have that, and I won't do all of this in this session, I'll just do that first part, I think. I'll be in shape to read in that data file, play back the song, and show text on a wall as it's being played. So that's what I'm up to. Finish the demo portion of the stream. Now I'm on to the work part of the stream. And stick around if you want to watch me work on this thing. You'll get a chance to see the tool that I use for editing the timings, which is kind of neat. It's a web-based app I wrote. And yeah, so that's what I'm up to. Also, I got to turn the fan back on. Alright, so in my songs section I've got Time to Go, and this is the WAV file that goes with it. So that's the song. The piano melody corresponds to the vocal track. Well, I mean, there is no vocal track on it, and that's purposeful. I didn't want to have anyone singing because I wanted to show these words instead. And I'll be honest, I think it'd be kind of cool if the player decides that they want to sing along to it. I don't think most players will, but it's there. You can do it. especially if you have the words popping up in front of you. And even if they don't want to sing, I think most players won't want to, there's something kind of interesting about having the message of the song be in the background as lyrics. It's there for you to look at it and hear it. I've done stuff like that before and it worked pretty well. Okay, maybe I'll find it. God, the end song. End of the world. So irritating. When you have text, which is almost an exact match for the thing, and because it's not popular, YouTube is going to put everything else in front of it that doesn't match as well as the thing that you rather precisely put in. So let's say it has to include drawed. This is not worth it. This is a tangent. It's not important. Alright. So, next I need to figure out how to get this into my web app. Is it going to be... I gotta find the Dropbox folder. Did I get angry and just delete it? I think I'm still paying for it. I am angry at them, but I have one app that uses Dropbox as its persistent storage. God, maybe I got angry and uninstalled it. That is the kind of thing I would do. Oh, hey Z, I'm sorry. I was not looking at chat for a little bit. I'm not sure how long ago you typed that. How you doing, Z? I hope I didn't miss you out of negligence. Let's see. Hey, Message D. That's probably Spanish. Mesejide. Z, how's stuff going with your project? Well, I know that it's going to work because I was using it the other day. Okay, very frustratingly. Well, that's what you get for deciding to write software. It's frustrating like half the time, and maybe even more than that. Then it feels good when you win. Let's see. Face player. So this is working. I just got to figure out how to get to my Dropbox directory to add in another file. I think I might try it on the other computer in case I still have got the Dropbox directory there. I do have it there. Okay. Switch over to my left iMac so you can see what I'm doing over there. Okay, so here's my Lips editor. It's got all these files in it, and for me to be able to work on it inside of work on the song I want inside the web app, I need to copy it over to here. Let's see. I'm totally oblivious to it. I don't even know the story about it. I didn't know there was Apple and Epic drama. Is it about their stores? Like the Apple Games versus Epic store? I suppose I could just look it up and see what's going on instead of asking you to inform me through chat. Huh. Yeah. Well, I guess that is pretty dramatic. Okay, songs. Not that one. Time to go. So let me take time to go and copy it here. Alright, so then come back over here and do a refresh. Oh, it takes a little while for it to... No, it's here. Cool. Well, this sounds kind of shitty of Epic to do that. Make sure the song actually plays. Alright. Well, I'll tell you, I'm waiting to play a game called Manifold Garden, and it's on the stupid Apple Game Store, and I thought, you know what? I'll go ahead. You played it? I'm jealous. I'm waiting for it to come out on Steam. I said, okay, I'll just bite the bullet. I'll pay for the stupid Apple Games thing so I can play Manifold Garden. And then as soon as I'm done playing that and any other games that I think are worth playing, I'll just cancel my game subscription. I don't like to have all these subscriptions for things. On Switch, that's cool. But they said, okay, you need to upgrade to the most recent version of Mac OS. And I was already on the fence, but then that pissed me off because I knew that like the game I wanted to play wasn't going to require me to do an upgrade. It was just a stupid Apple Games was. Yeah, I just don't like. I don't like a lot of exclusive content on portals. I think it's kind of a crappy situation for everybody except the portal owner to have portal exclusives or channel exclusives like they do with TV and movies. So I don't mind if it's an exclusive for a while and then it goes out to other places. I guess that's what happened with Manifold Garden. But yeah, the Apple Games thing, I just didn't want to add another thing to it. Switch? You mean like Switch the console, the gaming console? Yeah. Anyways, okay, so there's that. Let me get the lyrics to Time to Go. Actually, I think I got it memorized. Is it time to go from the place you know? Is it time to go? Have your days gone gray? Have you lost your way? Is it time to go? You in fear that your time spent here will bring you low. How'd it go? It's time to go from the place you know. Is it time to go? Have your days gone gray? Have you lost your way? Is it time to go? Are you in fear that your time spent here will bring you low? Oh, I'm missing a stanza. I totally forgot what it was. Let's see if I've got it in a Google Doc. Oh yeah, that's right. Is now the one? Have you reached the end? Is it time to go? Oh. And this one is go. Oh, oh. Let me check that Manifold Garden thing. Manifold Garden Mac. On the Mac App Store, fuck that. Steam, yeah, that's probably what I want. And then on Windows, I don't have a Windows machine, so I'll let that one go. But I think this one's supposed to be in October 2020. I can wait till then. Been waiting a while. It'll also be nice because I'll have missed a bunch of bugs because I've still been fixing bugs this whole time. All right. Yeah, Epic Game Store though, that's just PC. I think. Maybe I'm wrong. Epic Games Store. Mac? No, I guess it does say Mac. Okay. Let's see if they've got it for Mac. Nah, they're just doing Windows over here. That's what I mean by this exclusive bullshit. God, that's so beautiful. Even if the game sucks, I have no reason to believe it would. Just walking around looking at everything would be enough for me. It's just gorgeous. It's really beautiful. God, I love it. I'm thinking about getting the wall behind me with like some custom wallpaper that is just from Manifold Garden. It's like William Cheer released a whole bunch of wallpaper images from his Twitter, and like it was just like a giant number of awesome pieces of art. So like his game can just, you can take, you know, like you could sell screenshots from his game. You know, people didn't know they came from a video game. You could just sell them as works of art. Okay, so let me think. So I'm going to have to break this up into individual words. Before I do that, let's just leave the stands at the top so it's a little bit easier to read it. I'm thinking about, do I want to try to have it be matched to each word? That seems a little impractical, not that helpful. Let me just start with, yeah, okay, never mind. Take this out. Let's say one line at a time. And I know just by eyeballing the screen, I need short lines. So I'll go ahead and chop it up a little more. And this would be what appears on the wall. Z, this is the app I showed you earlier. It's in React. I don't think these crazy go things are gonna fit on the screen. Let's go. About go. I want this text to appear, and it should do the full part for "Is it time to go?" One more. Yeah, now you see a weirdness of my tool here. It's like not it's not wrapping to a new line because it doesn't, yeah, alright. Huh. I think that's it for the timing for these words inside of the song. Alright. Let me try it. Let's go through it once more. Empty. Maybe it just cut the very start there, so let's go. Okay, exit and save it. Cool. Let's see. So what was that? Time to go. Wait, where do I get the loops file from? Still a little bit early. Let me see if I can do one more thing. Let me see if I can go back to the code and do a little bit of something with this file. Let's see, projects. copied this file called a ellipse file, which has exactly the same content that you just saw me editing. I'll put it in my assets directory. I think I should probably take this guy too. This guy. Copy those. Know from experience that for these to be recognized and read in, I'm going to have to rename them to have bytes on the end. I'll go ahead and do the key change analysis on that song. So to do that, go to editor. Ah, it's in the other one. Okay. Take time to go MIDI, put it over here, and what does it do? I forget what it does. Oh, it's going to save it to a certain location when I click this. Yeah, that's where it saved it to. I'm going to copy over this output file of the MIDI analysis to my song directory. I wish I could save it there automatically, but I can't. At least not by any means I know of. Alright, now I got all kinds of files there. Seemed like I wrote some code to read in lips already. Let me see if I did that. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Alright, I like this. I can add my new iterable event. That will let me use the same code that I use for iterating over key change and tempo change events. I can use it for these lips events too. Okay, did I write code that would parse the text type? I did not. I suppose let's do car first equals 0. And first letter equals Hey, Davey. It means probably exactly what you think it means. I don't know what's going on in your brain, but yeah. There's going to be walls, and a song's going to play, and lyrics that go along with that song will be visible on the walls. It's kind of like almost like a bonus area type of a thing. And I'm working through the code that loads in the timing information. So I've got this utility that I can use to edit the timing inside of audio. Show you an example. Let's go to, let's see.
David!
Zonka, what?
I want to adopt a child someday. But also, I want to be the child that I adopt.
No, that's impossible. You're impossible.
So, the idea is that, you got text that appears at certain times, different animated things, and they're all timed. The timing's all edited in this utility I made a while back. And I've used it to make a bunch of animations. It's for like a totally different project, but the tool here is used inside of the Godkiller too. Now for maybe the second time. So exit there. And then I did the time to go one. And this one doesn't have any viseme information to make the mouth move at different times, but it does have text that appears, and the text is timed to different parts of the music. So if I go on one of these lines that I edited, I can, it plays like the little bit of the music that goes before the text, and basically all the timing of when the text should appear is in this file. The other thing you were listening to is recording of some voiceover actors that I worked with earlier. I made a animation out of it. But that's not for the game. Alright, so then I've got lips. It's the file format. I just added a little bit of code in it. Yeah, get a little dance party going on inside the game with the lights. Ball, 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 ball. I'll go for like another 10 minutes to a half hour, how long it takes me to get this next little bit of work done. That'll be a stream after that. My goal is to load the lips data in with the song. So once I see that working, I'll call it a stream. But I'll have to leave for a different session, the making the karaoke wall work. So let's see. Back in audio, I've got songs. Oh, not there. Scripts audio. Loadable song. Maybe I should stick it in the metadata. That would kind of make more sense. I don't know about that. Yeah, don't put it there because this is already coupled to a structure that was used to serialize the MIDI song analysis. So I'll leave that alone. What are you complaining about? Don't tell me how to spell my fake words. Song manager. Something should be broken here. On song loaded. There it is. For now, I won't store it anyplace. Just want to see if it loads. That's it. That's kind of cool to see it all there. Alright, so make that addressable. Make that addressable. And this one. Cool. Alright, that's it. Hey, everyone's got the most unpronounceable names. BJ Lad. Into the game? Mentally, I'm 100% into the game. That's not what you're asking. I'll show you a quick screen. And I'll explain it briefly. So, the left third of the game is the engine tasks. I'm at 71% on that. Middle part, content, just did a little bit of work there. Everything else on the right, haven't done anything. So if I like take all of these categories together and just sort of combine them, 25%. So that's the metrics-driven answer to your question. But yes, definitely neck deep for sure. If I was going by 25% though, I'd have to say it's knees deep. I'm knees deep in it. I'm obsessed with it. I love it. I went on vacation, and the best part of the vacation was every single day I just get to have all this time to work on it. So yeah, definitely having fun. It will be a puzzle game. It has many similarities to Drud. Are you a Drud player yourself? If you're on the forum, if you're on the Caravel forum, you should tell me what your handle there is, so I can connect the person. But okay, so let me see if I hit 3. It's always a good handle choice to put tho or throw on the end of your name on the Drod forum. Glad you enjoyed it. So as a Drod player, you'll be familiar with these things. This is a stepping game, so enemies move after you do. Same kind of stepping mechanic. It's obviously very grid-based, like Drod. Here's some stuff I couldn't get into Drod. I wanted to, but it just wasn't practical. Axles. You have a whole bunch of them all over the place. Well, moving in 3 dimensions. Ice, I really wanted to get into Drud, and there's another thing like it called Grease that I talked about on the Caravel forum, but it's just fairly difficult to do that kind of thing with the Drud engine. Not all of them. Not all of them. So the character models are done by this guy. His name is Isaac. Isaac Ativas in Brazil. And I'll be doing like voiceover recordings from some different actors, most of whom I've worked with before. And oh, and Drod, there's some steps, but there's not steps like this. These eggs things are kind of like the checkpoints in Drod, by the way. After you touch one when you die, you come back to it, but the level doesn't restart. Sten Ryerson, that's right. Yeah. So the blinking lights thing, here, I'll play another song. Oh, you know what I should be doing? I should play it maximized so you can see the game a little bit better. So, puzzles, you're into puzzles. Let me show you the blocks. Okay. You might think they work like Sokoban blocks. They don't. When you push them, they go all the way to an obstacle. When they get stuck against a wall, you just smash into them. And then they go to the nearest block pad that matches their letter type. Oh, thanks. Well, you're going to get more of my music in this game. I've got a half hour of music written. It's definitely got a similar style to drawed music. So if you spell the same word that's on this thing here, which is called a letter gate, the letter gate will close. So after it closes, it makes it solid so you can walk across it. And it's any place in the whole level, if any combination of blocks spells that word, then all letter gates that have that word on it will close. There's no linkage between them. So, if, you know in Drawed how there's orbs, in orbs there's always like a little bit of hidden information. Is that the name you go under Caravel Games? I go by Eric H2000 myself. So in Drawed you got orbs, and it's like each orb could control a number of doors. There's no linkage with the blocks. It's just if any place in the level, you know, you've got some formation of blocks that spells the word, then all the gates close that have it on it. So you can have a whole bunch of gates all over the place with different words on them, and you can arrange blocks in order to get what you need. That's one of them. That's the latest one. There's a series of them. But yeah, that's the right place. A little bit complicated, yeah, they can. They definitely can. And there might be more large levels that have like a whole bunch of puzzles in them. Yeah, Davey, give them a try if you like hard puzzles. I mean, it's a game for puzzle players for sure. If you want to get into them a little bit slower, like Beatrice's Teacher, and ironically, that's like one of the hardest ones. Well, maybe not one of the hardest, but it's definitely not like an easy set of levels. Even though the name sounds like, you know, you're gonna get a nice, pleasant education. But BJ, which of the draw games would you recommend to Davey as like a starting point? Let me see. I still got to figure out if that part of the song loaded. It appeared to. Well, I didn't try to load it on this one. So let me run the debugger, because that's why I missed it before. The gun throw one seems to be pretty good for a starting hold or starting game to try out. Oh, okay. Wow, that's sort of like the purest answer, because like you could have said like KDD, but as you point out, it's free. Does Caravelle still do the demos? Like you have a downloadable shareware demo? And then Davey, second, Sky will fuck you up. Like it's way too hard for it to be. I mean, it's a little much. It was made for everybody that was really into the game and wanted a nice completion to the series. Oh yeah, it's got that big long playback of all your moves and everything. Yeah, the second story, like the beginning of it, it makes me laugh every time. But I appreciate it. It's like as complicated as like a Japanese manga series or something, you know? It just has all that stuff in it. It's at the beginning of the second Sky. I had sent Mike Reimer like maybe 5 pages of story outline for it, and it just blossomed from there. They put like so much stuff in it story wise. I'm really impressed, all the stuff they put in it. But yeah, it is dense. The beginning is like, how would anybody understand this? Beginning, it's like, I created this thing, I wrote the story outline, I don't understand everything they're telling me, and they're trying to summarize it concisely too. It was so ridiculous. Okay, so I got the debugger running. I hit 3. All right. So did I get lips data or not? I did! Got my lips data. Oh, this is perfect. This is perfect. So all that information I put in with timing has been loaded in. So I've got a data structure here that I can use for my karaoke wall, where the lyrics of the song pop up. Been teasing everyone with the ABBA for so long. It does feel like, you know, I ought to just get some Fernando going or something. I tell you, ABBA's a good band. Alright. So this works like a champ. And I like to end my session on a good note. Alright. Well, BJ, aka Jordthrow, Davey, Z, if you're still on, thanks for joining me. I'm gonna stop the stream. Even that one guy who I didn't hear much from, thanks for joining too. Alright. Catch y'all later. Stopping the stream. Is it time to go? Yes, it's time to go.